Hello, my hosts, and welcome to another Kerbal Space Program stream. Today we have a spaceship from Juno in orbit and a spaceship with a huge cargo container in it. We are going to try and get one to meet up with the other, dock, and be recovered. So let's get into that. Okay. Whoops. Let's get my wings out of the way. There we go. Okay. Dual space station. Okay. Juno lander. Where is the ship we put in to recover? Oh, it's probably there. Let's just hide the other ones. Hello, Monet. Menial, the cat. It's good to see you. Welcome to the stream. And how are you going in your cattish ways? I hope it is well. I've been going well myself, so I would like to spread the good fortune around. It's a little because I don't know what rules to use to interpret the way your name is spelt, basically. Also, I'm not terribly good at pronunciation or spelling. There we go. And just want to correct, so we have a docking, which is a little worrying that that's wrong. There we go. Ah, yeah. That is a common problem for a lot of people. It is the unfortunate aspect of this world when we have different time zones. So that one is 426. Okay. Bring that down to 426 as well. And then we'll maneuver here. We want to get that one to 23. Let's see if we can do that. I want to get them all licensed. 2, 3, 6, 7. So are we? Oh, got a lot more. Let's spear them out enough. And then with that out there, we change the angle to come down. I'm a little worried that we won't have enough. We have to turn ourselves around 360. That will be a real worry. And if that's the case, I'm going to have to change some things about this ship so that it is more energy efficient. Let's fix that up. Okay, so that is 2000 delta V. Right. Well, this is not going to be able to recover that vessel, even though we've got a full fuel supply here. So, cancel that, cancel that, cancel that. We point in here to recover. And we are going to see if we can return. Right now, somebody stick. That is perfectly understandable. So, yeah, we'll keep an eye on that and slow ourselves down for re-entry. This will be, we're going to call this a re-entry test. There we go. We'll stick it towards the atmosphere and see if we survive the re-entry. We should. We've got lots of chutes on here. And fast forward. Switch that to surface tracking mode. And there. And good luck with your studies. There we go. Just adjust ourselves so we are facing upwards. That's better. Now we can just watch our ship as it comes in. To landing. Although it is full of fuel at the moment, so you'll see a slight reddish glow. Compression heating starts to heat up. There we go. And Billy and Kerbal are both quite happy about this. Getting up to about 7.6 mark. Anyway, I recently published a new video on misconceptions about VTubers, and I'm quite proud of it. I think it's one of my better videos so far. Although I think that for every video I publish. And we'll see how it turns out. I hope it will catch people's interests. Here we go. I really do believe I am improving on my video making, so yeah. Turns bright red from the re-entry. Just these little bits here catching the the air as we come in. Not sure if they're going to overheat or not. There we go. Up to 6.8. Yeah, coming up to Mark 7. Oh, we're actually dropping from Mark 7, so that is good. Unfortunately, this craft is very heavy, so it will... Okay. Getting heat around those rings of... what do you call it? Monopropellant thrusters. The reaction control system. But it's not excessive. Let's swing to that. So height above ground level, basically our radar altimeter. And as long as our parachute survive, we should be able to slow down enough to re-enter. Please go right ahead. Ask whatever you want. That's always something that people can do. Here we go. There we're coming, slowing even more. We're not even seeing, although we're not seeing any G-forces yet. And we'll get down to the speed. Well, it's actually still accelerating a little bit. That's a bit concerning. Although it could be... No, it's definitely accelerating. Yeah. That's from our dropping out of the atmosphere. And as we go down, we get faster. That's the normal process of gravity. And although we are seeing our apparatus drop, that's good. We're getting very close to overheating there. That's concerning, especially since one of the chutes is starting to head towards overheating. And okay, doing about 2 kilometers a second. Right now, our perhaps this hasn't dropped below the Earth, so that means we won't crash. But, oh, well, periapsis hasn't dropped below the surface. So we won't crash. And our ship actually acts as a lifting body, so it should give us... Oh! That was an explosion. I'll have to check the logs to find out what blew up there. Okay. We are leveling, or descending at about 10 meters a second. We are now losing velocity, which is good. Oh, there goes, I think, more of the reaction control system. This is worrying. This is worrying. We're down to 28 kilometers. Come on, slow down. We're doing 2 kilometers per hour. Oh, 2 kilometers per hour. We're not seeing much of a slowdown. Come on. Oh, it's a really nice vision of the world slowly, well, actually quite rapidly speeding under us. Okay, we will hit the ground now. It's all of a question, will we slow down fast enough that we can deploy the chutes? And will we lose more stuff before that happens? Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. The good thing is, as we drop lower, the air pressure will grow, which will increase the friction and the air resistance, which will slow us down faster. It's all of a question, can we get enough loss of velocity that we can deploy the chutes? Okay. We are getting more deceleration. But we're getting a descent rate of about 100 meters a second. What I'm waiting for is that to turn orange, which will indicate it's safe. Well, there's a nice sunrise. It's interesting that we sometimes gain altitude. I'm guessing that's because of inaccuracies in the system. Okay. Dropping below... Oh! That was one of the chutes. Okay, and there's something getting very close to blowing up as well, that one thing. Whatever that is. He's feeling deceleration now, and... Nope! We burnt out in re-entry. Okay. Well, we're going to have to redesign that. So the first thing to blow up were the thruster blocks, then the photoelectric panels, then the cockpit, and then everything else. Okay, let's go back to the Space Center and do some reworks. There we go. Open. So, first things we're going to do is we're going to swap this out. Oh, we did do that one. Swap that out for the adapter that contains just the liquid fuel. That's the oxidizer one. That's the small one. Here's the big ones. They're all oxidizer based. Oh, hold on. No, that's liquid fuel based. It's the nose cone adapter. Let's order these by size. Okay. That's oxidizer. Liquid fuel. Why is that considered bigger than that? Oh, these are heavier. Okay. Liquid fuel fuselage. Adapter long. Okay. I don't think we can get one that is pure rocket fuel. I think we can get one that's empty though. So I should go to structurals. Ah. Did air. Okay. Let's go to here. Swap that around. Remove the supply of oxidizer from there. Means that there's no point in going like that. Let's get You there. You... probably at that stage. Okay, that takes us up to 5k. What are we for thrust to weight ratios? Perfectly fine. We'll save this. What have we got for crew? ERS. Okay. Leave this. Go. National Complex. Huh. Signed. Missing. Interesting. So we have to dismiss the people who are missing in action? Seems a bit strange. There we go. Hi, Age. It's good to see you. There we go. Now we'll try that again. Crew. Stick the engineer in there. And also, while we are at it, I am going to add things under utilities. No, it's not under utilities. What I want to do is have a fuel drain so that our ship will be lighter when we are re-entering. Where is the fuel drain thing? Is it under engines? I don't think it would be. Nope. Where does it put the fuel drain? Coupling, payload, aerodynamics, air brakes, struts, thermals, electricals, communications, science. No, we haven't got that yet. Cargo must be under you. Oh! Didn't realise I actually had the camera mod. That is something I do want to include. Let's open that up. Open that up. put it at the right spot. There we go. The idea is to have it help us with docking later on. There we go. So it's facing down through there. That's cool. Okay. Close you. Close you. Communication science. Fuel. Tap. EVA fuel cylinders are cool. Okay. What's the name of the thing that allows you to drain fuel from? Yep, it is a rocket. The previous one exploded, so we're going to have to build. We're building a new one. There we go. Star shot, lights, light strip. Cargo storage. There's the fuel cell we could use to just burn it off. That's the ground stuff. Aerodynamics. I remember it because we had it installed on some other stuff. Oh, the cargo ramp looks cool. Do want to play around with that at some point. Structural hard points. Command and control. Engines. Fuel tanks. Ah, drain valve. Here it is. So let's install that over there, just in case we need to drain. And rather than this, what I'm... Hold on, is that our only big chute? Yeah, we somehow lost the other chutes. Oh no, there's that one. Oh, so let's make sure we've got enough chutes as well. Utility. Need to say. Chutes around here. And chutes around the start, the front. Oh. That will have the rogue shoots to slow us down. And they'll be on a separate thing. But to make ourselves more safe, over here, under thermal management, I'm gonna say our biggest one. It's our biggest heat shield. And we're going to put it on a couple of... what's the smaller one? Like that. Hopefully that will make it a lot safer. Open here. Got that in there. Action wheel. Close that. I think this will be alright. We're gonna have to cut this fuel lead here. How does that change our... oh, it doesn't change our economy that much. So Delta V. Okay, we should be safe. I'll save it just in case. And go for launch. Let's save this as well. Save game. Free. Okay. There we go. Let's do it. Okay. Revert fight. Revert to vehicle assembly. That was me. That was completely me. I did not throttle up the engines. There. There. There we go. Now we're gaining altitude. Might have to strap on more stages if this does not work properly. There we go. First stage. It's finished. Yeah, up. kilometre now. And gaining velocity pretty slowly, but I can switch that to manoeuvre node. Next stage will drop off. And those will go kaboom. Yeah. Now, as we gain altitude, we can start our gravity turn. Just be conservative about it. This vessel might have problems going flippy. What I am noticing is we are not gaining velocity at a particularly high rate, though that suggests that our vessel isn't too bad for its weight to rate ratio. And we're moving sideways now. Right. Let's go about 45 degrees to continue our ascent. I'm noticing that are we going to get above 70 kilometers is the question. Of course. Yep, cool. If we get up to when we get up to 100, we'll shut off the engines and talk about circularizing. Okay. Main engine shut down. Activate those ones as well, because we're going to need all the thrust. Right. There. Okay, start burn in a minute's time. Point ourselves in the correct direction. We'll start to reorbit ourselves. Okay. Angling up. So we've got 906 meters for this circularization thing. That is exactly good. So we'll be able to lose these booster rockets in a suborbital trajectory, so they'll fall down to Earth and not contribute to space debris. So orbital burn in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burn. Let's adjust ourselves like that. Actually, this was a really efficient launch because we're able to don't hit us, don't hit us, don't hit us. It didn't hit us. It has about... Oh, at launch it had about 700, so 7 kilometers of meter second. But most of that's used up in the launch. And now it has about 5.5K of delta V. So it has a lot of delta V, but it's going to need most of that if it's going to meet up with the returning vessel, which is in high orbit and is at a very irritating inclination as well. There we go. In fact, I think it might be orbiting backwards, which suggests I should have launched this going west. So we have to launch again. I am definitely going to put this in a westward orbit. There we go. Okay, we've come. We're not going to be crashing anytime soon. For 40 kilometers. 45. 50 kilometers. Okay. Rendezvousing something that big doesn't sound fun. Yeah. Unfortunately, we need it to be this big so it is able to fully capture the ship that it's recovering. There we go. And that's also why I've loaded it up with so much fuel and such a high delta V, so we have a lot of room to mess around with getting the rendezvous, and also gives a lot of fuel to make mistakes with. There we go. Don't know why I'm being so picky of getting this to... We can kill that now. So here is the Juno lander. Set that as a target. Yeah, 124, that's definitely... Definitely means we're going to have to go upside down. Add a maneuver here. I want to bring our apoapsis out to being... So 2, 3. That's one. The idea of getting the apoapsis high as well. It's actually going to return a lander from orbit. So this craft here has landed on Juno. And I want to bring it back onto the surface. 237. And over here, gonna add another maneuver to bring it around. That's 90. That's that's the other way. Oopsie daisy. Keep on going. 33. Actually, it might be just cheaper, I'm thinking, to go up here and maneuver to go like that. Then a further one to change the inclination. Yeah, that makes more sense. And then we'll just have to fiddle around with getting ourselves closer to matching it. But I think we'll do that after we've done those two maneuvers. There we go. So this is about 590 meters a second for this maneuver. And that next maneuver will be another kilometer of delta V. We've got 5 kilometers, so hopefully the inclination and actually getting ourselves rendezvousing should not be too much of a problem. There we go. Got no oxidizer, that's fine. We're running on nukes. We've got plenty of electric charge as well. Make sure we're lined up. Can now actually open the cargo bay doors. And right. Let's go here. 19, 17, 16, 15, 14, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burn. There we go. It's another long burn. While we are doing that, we can actually play around with these controls. So, yeah. Actually, that's spot on. Acceleration, node T. Considering the burn time as well. Igniter not installed. Vessel view not installed. Got to pick up the vessel view mod. I'm not sure if it still works though. I will ask Omega the next time I see them. Actually, there we go. Continue to come on out. Thinking once we get these two maneuvers over, might end the stream once we get a flood of new visitors. It's interesting the number of people who like my streams enough to hit the like button, but not enough to actually watch. Although it could be people who are busy and whatever. Or it could be that the CCV, current concurrent views, is just lying to me, and there are plenty of people watching, just not telling me about them. That is a known phenomena. Just because things update slowly because of the what's the thing? The eventually consistent rule. Okay. There we go. Let's have a look from you. Data. Resources. Oh, we can view the external camera from here. That will be helpful. Okay. So that's looking down that way. That's handy to know. Here we go. Right. And we are continue continuing to head up and out of orbit. That's fine. There we go. Come on. It's unfortunately going to take a few more minutes to go. 3 more precisely. Actually, let's can you fast forward? Nope, we can't fast forward while under acceleration. There we go. We also don't know if this ship will survive a re-entry or land. But at least we got into orbit. And with plenty of Delta V to muck around with. There we go. Our good old atomic engines are working fine. Sipping fuel from those pretty consistently. Got those one there. Batteries fully charged. Reaction wheels are going well. Everything looks like it will work. There we go. And right. We've got our solar panels. Got that. Oh, hello, Mammutator. It's good to see you. How are you going? Because I am pretty fine. And just released a new video recently, and it seems to be going well, so I'm quite happy about that. And hope you have had similar good accomplishments. And just chilling back with a nice casual mission of Kerbal Space Program, where we're working on recovering this Arjuna ship with a big ass shuttle-ish type thing. There we go. Ah, that is excellent. Good bit of relaxation is always great. Here we go. And we're getting close to finishing this particular maneuver. There we go. Excellent. There, just easing into our new orbit. Just adjust ourselves. And there we go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, hi, Trains Derail. It's good to see you as well. So we have new target. Got 4.6 kilometers a second of delta V, which should hopefully be enough to do our rendezvous. So this one is going to be an 18-minute burn. I'm just going to go here. Actually, save ourselves. I'm going to say pre-burn. There we go. And we are coming into another burn. So, and go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burn. So, yeah. So I've published a video on the sort of misconceptions that people have about VTubers, which is quite easy. Well, and since I'm a VTuber, I can talk to that quite easily. And the other, and I'm currently working on a new video, which, whoa, is about the nature of counting. And I'm going to answer the question, how many infinities are there? Well, I'm not actually going to answer that question, but I'm going to explain what the answer to that question is and why you can't actually answer it correctly, which will, I hope, be an interesting video. Unfortunately, I missed the Summer of Maths exposition thing. Did not realise that it was going on, but I'll probably tag myself into it anyway, because I think the people who would enjoy that would enjoy my next video as well. So I'm going to have that coming along. And probably some other videos as I decide. But here we come. So it's about 15 minutes of burn, so a quarter of an hour, so it's quite a long burn for this one. Of course, we've got to decelerate to the point that we go through the ground and then accelerate up again back to orbital velocity. And there we go. So, I wonder, how has Trains Derail been? Have you been up to anything interesting? I hope everybody has been having a good time. I've also been doing a lot of fun blendery type things. Recently there is a Reddit group for posting donuts made in Blender in. So, as a cheeky little maths joke, I rendered and posted a picture of a coffee cup to it, going by the old topology joke that to a topologist, a coffee cup and a donut are the same thing because they have the same topology, which is that they only have they are an object with a hole through it, which you can uniformly distort from one to the other. So that is why that's the case. It's also how my mouth works in Blender. Oh, not in Blender, in the animation program. Because all my mouth shapes can be uniformly distorted from one to the other, so they have the same topology. There we go. And that's defined by a particular number, which I think it makes it a holomorphism. Because there's if you can distort from one map to another map according to a single number, that makes it, yeah, that's a holomorphism. And the bottom of holomorphisms is holomorphic type theory, which I have been studying and should study some more so I can actually do a video on it, because I think it's a really interesting subject and is basically the best other foundation of mathematics if you if you're not using set theory. There we go. And we continue to do this a nice long burn. I'm actually thinking I'm going to take a brief break to get some water. I will be right back. And I'll leave you with this burn. And I'm back. There we go. Doop, 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 doop. There we go. Sorry about that. We've got 9 minutes of burn time left. What else can we talk about? Well, remembering when I used to work in the university, we had a professor there who everybody knew, and he was friendly enough. He was probably we thought he was a research-only professor, since he didn't have any classes to teach. And he'd walk around. Oh, that's excellent. We've gone through halfway through it. We would walk around being a bit vague and a bit confused, but that's actually pretty normal for some of the older professors. And I'm honestly going to say that the university is a place that has a high proportion of neurodiverse people. Anyway, after that happened, for a little bit while later, he vanished and we were rather concerned. So the secretary of the department tried to contact him and couldn't find his name on the register. And then we went to his room, and his room had his name on it, and opened it up. And inside there was a small bed and a couple of belongings. And we were very confused. It turns out the guy wasn't a professor at all. One day, he was a person without a home. One day he had wandered into the uni department, written his name on a bit of paper and stuck it on the door. Maintenance has seen this, replaced the paper thing with a actual title on the door. And since his title was on the door, it was obviously that this must be his thing and he was authorised to be here. So they gave him a set of keys. And anyway, it basically socially engineered his way into having a place to live. There we go. Now we've got about 6 minutes left on this burn. Yeah. Although at this rate, I'm going to work through all my stories. There we go. It's like that, is it? Okay. Well, we could probably time warp through it as well. Forgot I fixed up that key mapping. So that'll take us down to 2 minutes. With the good old physics warp. Yeah. Let's make sure we are on track. There we go. Coming up to velocity. Let's have a look in the map. You can see this expanding out slowly. It still would re-enter. Even with the big ass heat shield out the front, I am not confident that we would be safe if we did such an aggressive re-entry. Okay. So, 200 meters a second. Coming up. When we get down to about 1 minute remaining, less than 1 minute remaining, we will switch to the back to normal warp speed, because I don't want to overshoot, although it shouldn't be that much of a problem. There we go. Go. About 1 minute left. And back to normal warp speed. Continue to adjust. Our angle increases. Okay. Right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. We are more in line. Add a maneuver here to bring us down. There we go. Okay, does that fix us up? Yep, fixes us up. Now we're just going to ensure that we will have a proper meet up. And okay. That sets us up with an intersection as well. For that, I'm going to save the game. And we are going to leave it here for today. It's fine. Let's go back to our main room. Thank you everybody for joining me for this session of Kerbal Space Program. We have got our vessel into pre-rendezvous orbit. We've also discovered that the previous vessel was completely unsuitable for this mission. We've corrected that. So tomorrow we will be playing some Minecraft, and the day after that will be Factorio. So I hope you will enjoy both of those. If you're watching in the archives and have enjoyed this, please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching, and see you later.